Hi everyone, welcome to the next Power with Purpose workout. What we're going to focus on today is front rise kicks and side kicks and a couple of stretches that can help to go with those kicks to make them more effective. Also at the end I'm going to show you a very simple stick technique that you can practice. There's going to be a couple of warnings before they start, so don't just skip to the end, make sure you listen to the warnings before we go. From here, let's start with our front rise kicks. Start off with, we'll do 5 on each leg, just to get a little bit warmed up. I always start off lower, especially if I haven't done anything. I've been training in here for about 40 minutes so far, so I'm already quite warmed up. And last one, 5. Go for the other side. 1. Just start off mid-range. Some of you clever people will be able to go a fair bit higher at the start. That's all right. And 5. Now the stretches I want you to work on. Let's start with the right leg up on the bench. So this is my right leg. What I'm going to do is turn towards you, towards the camera, and try and get my left ear to my right knee. Now I can't get it that far, but it's a very effective stretch for the base of the hamstring, or just down here above your knee. So just turning, stretching. I'm trying to look over my shoulder. Now to be really effective, it would be good to do these stretches for about 20 to 30 seconds a piece. I'm not going to do it that long, just so I can show you the whole workout. And then what we do, now this leg is dead straight, in the second phase, bend the leg a little bit and try and get your chin or your head to your toes. You'll feel this more at the top of your hamstring or just below your bottom. Again, just leaning forward, we're stretching both sides of the hamstring, 20 to 30 seconds, and then relax. We're going to do both sides. So now it's my left leg, right ear to the left leg. So now I'm going to look away from the camera, twisting and just stretching. Try to keep those toes up, keep your foot in a similar position that you would be while you're kicking. If you practice with your foot like that, that's not how you do your front rise kicks. So keep it exactly the way you would. And when you finish that one, a little bit of a bend, and now just leaning forward. Let it be soft, let the knee be bent, you'll feel it at the top of the hamstring, just reaching forward as far as you can. Don't worry about your hands, it's more about your upper body and your chin and your head coming forward. And then, once you've done that, 20 to 30 seconds, come off. All right, we're gonna go this time, not just 5, we'll go for 10 on each leg. So straight up and straight down. You wanna just work on these kicks, nice and high. If you're not gonna, after those stretches, you're not just gonna jump straight up super high, you might still need to pace yourself. We just wanna get through and keep working on those same muscles that we just stretched. And then we get to the other leg. One of the best ways to practice is to just repeat your basics. It's the best way to perfect them. You can't perfect them through thinking about it. You're not going to get your basic technique better by always working on something more advanced. One more. All right, and then return to the stretches again. We'll go through them one more time. When you do this at home, I reckon about 3 times each. 3 rounds of kicks, 3 rounds of stretches. So right leg, left ear to your right knee. Again, 20 to 30 seconds. That's how long you want to hold it for. And I won't bore you, you don't need to watch me here for 30 seconds. Once you've done that, then bend the leg a little bit, leaning right forward, stretching at the top of your hamstring. Again, 20 to 30 seconds. Let's go through the other leg. Foot up, just on something, you don't want it to be too high, okay? You can do this on the ground as well. There's nothing wrong with, you can't see my feet, but here I can still turn and stretch out that way. And then again, I can bend my leg a little bit and just reach down as far as I can. But again, it is more comfortable up on a bench or a chair or something, a stool. All right, and then one more time through. I'll just do 5 for this round. Straight up, you can even start to progress and just see how high you can get. Okay, up and up and up. All right. Next phase is the side kicks. So we're not going to need the chair for this practice. So let's just go through our side kicks. We want to kick to this side, we'll do 5, and then this side we'll do 5. So hands are always up. We want to look, lift, turn a little bit, kick back and down. Lift, 2, lift, 3, lift, 4, one more, 5. Again, I'm quite warmed up. Let's have an example here. Maybe you need to start just there, just to get your leg warm. Make sure that leg is bent, comes out, comes back. It's got to come back first before it comes down. Lift, 3, and if you're feeling more warmed up, or you feel a bit more confident with your flexibility, a bit higher. Sorry if you can hear that dog in the background. There's some fair few animals out there today. All right, the next stretch from here, make sure you can see my feet. We're just going to do a side-to-side stretch. So we do this in basic class, leaning to the side. So again, a little bit wider, bending one leg down to the side. You want to keep both your feet flat. So it's focusing on stretching your inner thighs and your groin muscles. Stretching across, your feet are flat on the floor. Okay, it's hard to see this foot, you don't want that. Keep it flat, get down. That's tough for some people, that's what you need to work on. Again, 20 to 30 seconds, just sit in this stretch, opening up your hips, and then to the other side as well. Come on up, then to my left. Stretching it across. So 20 to 30 seconds. And then the last stretch, or just a hip exercise. All right, we do this in class in our warm-up too. Hands together, all the way down, elbows inside your knees, and just rocking side to side, making circles with your knees. Again, for some people, some of our older students, this might be a little bit tough. Some of our adults, it's something to work towards. All right, just working on the depth of your squat and the flexibility in your hips and the strength in your hips. This again, maybe you can count the reps instead, 20 to 30 times in total. So that'd be 12, 13, 14 for example. Side to side. Once you're done, gently with control, come on back up, shake it off, time to go again. Let's go for 10 on each leg. All right, so look, lift, kick, back and down. Keep your eyes on the target, kick, back and down. Pick something on the wall that you want to aim for. Try to keep those hands up as well. Up. Let's keep going. Lift. 6. 9. One more time for our workout. Kick back and down. Again, from here, pick something on the wall. You can see that red line. It goes right across. That's what I'm going to aim for my first few kicks. Lift, kick, back, and down. If you're feeling confident, you aim a little higher. Nine. One more. And we want to go through the stretches again. So your hips will be a bit sore from the kicks for some of you. That's cool. Get down and just loosen them up again with the same stretches. Leaning to the side, stretch out those muscles, keep them working. Part of the circuit, part of the workout is to be continuous. So again, stretching 20 to 30 seconds. Progress to the other side, 20 to 30 seconds. And then into the center, side to side. All right, that's our front rise kicks and side kicks for today. And now, here's a little bonus thing. All right, everyone, time for a little bit of bonus content. I'm going to show you something basic to do with a stick. Okay, now, disclaimer first to our younger students. Before you practice any sort of weapon or anything to do with a stick, get mum or dad's permission and practice outside where it's safe. Practice with them supervising you, and practice where you're not going to hit anything, because the first time you use something like this, you are going to lose control of it and drop it and things like that. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay, but you've got to do it somewhere safe. If you do it inside or near a building or near other people, you can hurt other people and you could hurt yourself, and that's not what we want. But have a look at this and give it a go. So this isn't a very long stick, okay? It's not too heavy either, but from here what we're going to practice is just a simple twirl, or a simple single hand rotation. You can grab it right in the center, or approximate, as close as you can. What I want you to do then is go a little bit above the center, just a little bit. And then from here you need to turn your hand all the way around. I'm going to come back, turn it all the way around. Now, as you can see, when I turn it, eventually this end, the heavier end, comes past my head. You can see just in the video, not yet, there. That's when you need to let it go so it can roll around your hand. Do it as slow as I can here. You've got to let it go, and then it will roll, and you've got it. And you must always be above halfway. If I'm below halfway, that's the heavy end. It doesn't have enough weight to go around there. So again, center, a little bit above, and then from here, turn all the way. Turn all the way, a little quicker, turn, and you've got to let it go. And it will roll. Back to above, turn. Put it back above, turn. You can even just do it single hand. Back above, turn. Back above, turn. And then guess what? You've got to practice with the other hand. So, center, a little bit above, turn all the way. You can see in the camera that it's going past my head. That's no good. If I just let it go there, it just drops. Turn all the way, and then let it just roll. Turn, there. Turn. Let me show you my wrists really close. So here, turn all the way. Now watch it just roll over. Now it can sort of come, I'm going to show you this if I can, it can come and not turn enough. There. It might come back. You need to commit, let it roll all the way around. So it's just rolling across the top there. Turn there. Turn there. And so once you get a bit of speed on it, you'll be able to turn nice and quick. You can see here now, every time I change hands, above the center, turn, above the center, turn. And trust me when I say you're going to drop it a lot of times. How do I know? I did. This is why you've got to make sure you're in a good environment, that it's okay if you drop it. The grass is really good. Grass doesn't get damaged. It'll grow back. Dents in walls have to get fixed. Okay? So here, turn, grab, turn. I think you've all got the idea. There's more things to progress with from this, but this is just a nice basic one to start with. Grab it above. So you go back to the beginning of the video, if you're a bit confused now, if it's just not quite making sense, and practice a bit more. Okay? Have fun.